Okay, say this. So we have created Jenkins jobs, Maven Silo jobs yesterday we created, and I showed you how to deploy into Tomcat, and even I gave assignment to deploy into different Tomcat servers. Okay, so the same task will keep enhancing. Remember that task. Those who haven't done the task yesterday, I gave assignment, right? If you have not done the task, you can't do next task because that is a dependent. The same task, whatever we have implemented, the same assignment, I'll be enhancing. I even will not tell the steps from scratch, create a job like that. No, whatever I have gave the assignment, right? For the same assignment, I'll tell enhancement steps, right? Integrate that tool, this tool, extra tools. If you have not practiced yesterday's assignment or not done that, next 3-4 assignments you can't do. Okay, it is up to you. If you don't practice, I don't care also, because I enough times I asked you people to do, but you don't. So I'm leaving it. So let me continue. So we created a different jobs yesterday, and we went to manage Jenkins, and we have seen few things here. We have seen things here like manage Jenkins, global tool configuration, like that, right? So I'll explain these again, but before that, I want to explain few things in the job itself. Let me go to this job. Okay, we'll continue with that. Okay, step by step we'll learn. So there are few options available inside the job itself. Inside the job itself, there are something general settings, right? Source code management, build triggers, build events, pre-steps. Like this, there are different settings, right? So let's learn one by one. In real time, I created a job like this, which will take the code from GitHub, run Maven, okay, run Maven, and then deploy into my Tomcat, right? Like this, I have created a job. Now, when someone triggers this job, okay, so okay, let me show you this. If I have this, how many times I trigger this build? Once, right? Now, if I go here, discard old builds, there is one option inside the, see, these are all the settings related to that particular job. Don't question me again, sir. If I change in this job, will it affect in the other jobs also? Where I am inside a job. So these are job related settings. So don't question me again. Okay. Discard old builds. Build meant what? In Jenkins, this is a job. This is a job. These are all jobs. If I build a job once, so how many times I build this job? Once. If I click one more build now, so how many times I build? 2 times. 2 builds it will show. In the build history, it will show how many times this job has been built. Means how many times this job has been triggered. Twice, right? Now it is only once. Now what I want to do is, let me build now once again. Let me show 2-3 times here. So 3 times it failed. So total, I clicked on now build now 2 times now. So total it is showing 3 times. Now if I click on this build now for 100 times, how many it will show here? 100. I don't want to list all the 100 here. In the job, what I want to do is discard old bills. Means only the latest bills, like 5 bills I want to see there. Only the latest 5 I want to see, and that too. If the 5 bills are older than 2 days, even I don't want that. Means I want to see only the latest bills, days to keep bills. Means the latest. I want to keep the latest bills which are only within last 2 days they have built, and maximum 5 I want to keep. So now if I have built some jobs, means if this job I have triggered 2 days back, that will not display in the build history. And that too within the 2 days, what bills it is going to show? Only the latest 5 bills. So now how many I have here? 3, right? Now let me refresh this. Now let me build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times I'm clicking. Now just first time we have to refresh this. Now how many it is showing? Is it showing 1 to 10 or 11? Is it showing?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Where it is showing 1 to 11?
7 to 11.
Why it is showing only the latest 5? Because in the discard bills inside the job, inside this job configuration, I mentioned discard old builds means don't show everything in the build history. How many times I have trigger? Only the latest things I want to show. How many latest? 5. That too, if those 5 are within the 2 days. If they are more than if they are older than 2 days, don't show those as well, like that I mentioned. Now let me click once again, build now. So 12th time. So you may think, sir, it is showing 6 times. Yeah, now it showed, but if you refresh it, it has gone. Only 5 it is showing, the latest 5. 7 has gone, 12 has came. Understood, guys?
Yes.
Okay, like this. So if you want, sir, is this the mandatory option I want to use in real time? No, this is up to you. If you want to see the latest bills, only the latest bills, then you can use this. Okay, no problem. Let me show all the bills in the history from day 1 to day 100. Okay, no problem. You can disable this. Okay, if you want, it is up to you. Understood, guys, how to use this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next, this is GitHub project. Means in your job, if you want to use source code management as a GitHub, right? The source code project. This not only GitHub, we have so many things. Bitbucket, we have right, RTC. Now RTC is not there. Like GitLab, we have so many products. SVN is not used nowadays. Like that, we have so many projects. So if you want to deal with that GitHub related project, you have to select this, and project URL you have to give, right? Advanced settings, the display name and all. But we don't want to give it. We can directly give it in the SCM. Next, this build request lockable risk. This is different. Parameterized project. This is different.
Sir.
Builds different. Okay. Yes.
Sir, just now you clicked 11 build failures, right? Means 11 got failed, right, sir?
Yeah.
So if someone sees, someone might think that he doesn't know Jenkins or what. So I want to do like remove all the failure builds and start again from
Wait.
first.
Like you don't be hurry. First, listen what I say, then you ask. Wait, man, I'll show you everything. Okay, this is not.
Okay, sir. Means if that option is there or not.
Wait, you ask general questions at the end. Please don't disturb. Okay. Please,
okay, sir.
don't mind. Okay. I'll tell you everything. Jenkins is not 1 or 2 days class. It's take 10 days. Okay, you be patient.
Okay,
whatever you have, you write it down. You don't disturb in the class when I'm teaching something here, so that I'll get deviated, others will get deviated. If this is related to something, this you ask immediately. If it is general, you ask later at the end of it. Okay. And remember, I'm recording this, so it will take hours to record. Okay. Next time, even someone wants to watch it also, it will not be interesting. Okay. Next, there is one option. This I'll discuss later. Disable this project is there. When to use this disable this project is, for example, I have a poll ACM enabled for this project. Poll ACM enabled. Now, if I have this project, if someone commits a code to this pre-prod branch, will the job get triggered? Yes or no? Yes, it will get triggered. Now, what I want to do is, I want to stop this job executing for a while, like 1 day or 10 minutes. Even someone commits that change also, this job should not execute. What I can do is, I can remove poll ACM, but there is a chance that someone can click on build now option. Manually, they may trigger, but I don't want to do that. Then what will happen is, if I want to disable project, means I don't want to allow my job to execute either manually or some with this build triggers. I don't want to trigger this job, right? So in that case, what you can do is, first let me show you. See, is the build now option is showing for this job? Yes. Now I'll go to configure. Now disable this project. Now save it. Now what it is showing? Is this showing the build now option? No, it's not showing. Means the job is there. But it is in a disabled mode. So you can't trigger this job. You can't click on build now for this job. Build now option itself is there. It's not there. Even if the job has any poll ACM, build triggers like poll ACM or something, that will not get executed because this job is in a disabled state. So why to use disable? See, instead of disabling, you can delete the job. But next time when you want the same job, you have to recreate it. A lot of steps involved. You have to recreate. But instead of that, I don't want to execute this job for 1 day or 1 hour. You go and disable that. Whenever you want, you can go to configure and enable it, or else you can just click on this enable, right? It got enabled. It got automatically enabled, or else you can go here. By default, this will be enabled, right? By default, this will be disabled, right? Sorry, by default, this will disable. This checkbox is enabled, means you disable the project. Now you can go and apply the changes. You can uncheck this and check this. Now the job will be in enabled state. So you can build it now, and even if there are any build triggers, it will get repaired. Understood, Tejeshwar? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. 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 Execute concurrent builds if necessary. Okay. This, let me show you like this. See, you observe here how many builds are there? 12 are there. I'm clicking on build now 2 times. So 13 will get started. Okay, not this one. I'll show some other thing. It takes time. Let me trigger this. 4. See, 2 times I clicked on this. 5, 6. Immediately it is showing no. See, let me explain. Again, I don't want to change the configuration. Instead of that, let me show you, or let me tell you, explain you. You try to understand. See, whenever I click on this, build now 2-3 times, 2-3 times, right? Now what will happen is 15th job will get executed. Once 15th is completed, then 16th. See, now 14 is there. Now if I click on this build now 2 times, immediately build now, just within a fraction of seconds, milliseconds, I clicked on build now. So what will happen? 15th job will get, 15th build will trigger, it will start executing. When 15th gets completed, then only 16th will come into picture. So 15, when 15, 2 times I clicked 15 and 16. So 15 will keep in executing progress state. At that time, 16th will be in queue. 16th will be on queue. Next, when 15th gets completed, then 16th, which is there in queue, will come into action, and then that gets starts executing. Okay. So let me show you that. Otherwise, I'll show you that. It'll let me quickly show you that. Raviteja, are you there? Okay, I think you messaged me, right? Okay. What Chaitanya, Prasad, Raghu?
Sir.
You're so silent. Everything.
No.
Tejeshwar only asking.
No, sir. I'm understanding, sir.
So from now we'll make like this, questions only at the end, not in the middle. /lib/Jenkins workspace. No questions are allowed in the mid. Okay, third job, my third job. My third job here. Okay, sorry. Let's see. Okay, this is third job. Wait a second. What is there in the third job? I gave an URL here. Okay, pre-prod branch is not there. Okay, so let me give it as master. Okay, I didn't notice this. Okay, there is no code. So now let me save the changes and click on apply. See, now I'm clicking on build now 2 times. Observe, 15th is executing, 16th is in what? Pending state. See, 15th is getting executed, 16th not started, it is in pending state. It is saying 15th is already in progress, right? Already in progress. So 15th is executing, but 16th is not getting executed. It is in pending state, queue. Now, when 15th gets completed, then 16th starts executing. You observe this option. This, do we use these all options in real time? That is up to you. Based on your requirement, you have to use. I'm just explaining what are all the features available here. based on your requirement in real time, you have to choose whether I have to use this or not. It doesn't mean that every option in Jenkins will use for all the project. It's not like that. Okay. There are options available. You have a phone. Do you use WhatsApp? Do you use Flipkart? Do you use Amazon? Right? So you have the apps there. Based on your requirement, you use. It doesn't mean that if you have an app, you have to use every day. See this, 15th is in progress. Until 15th completes, 16th will remain in pending state. 16th will remain in pending state. When 15th completes, then 16th will come into execution state. Have you observed this? Okay. So now it will take some time. I think it will be cloning the code and then building something it is doing, I guess. It got hang. Just a second. Now observe this. Now observe this. It is trying to deploy into Tomcat. It is trying to deploy into Tomcat. But Tomcat, right? How it is trying to connect to Tomcat? Through IP address, but it is not able to connect. It is not able to connect, right? Tomcat IP address. Yesterday, we have created one instance. We have created one instance, separate instance for Tomcat itself. Now I terminated that instance. That instance is not there. But my Jenkins is keep trying. It is checking, hey, I'm not able to connect to this IP address instance. And it is keep trying again and again. It is keep trying. It is waiting state, right? So you observe, this is also one learning. This next time I'll show you. Now see this, you observe this, when 15th completes, then only 16th comes into execution. I don't want to do like that. I want to allow concurrent access, means parallel access. I want to allow. If I click on build now, right, that can allow. See, 15th completed, then 16th came into picture, right? Now, if I click on 2 times now, build now, 16, 17, 18. Now you observe here. Did I save the change? Okay. Now 2 builds are parallelly executing. You leave about this 18. Why this is not executing, I'll tell later. Now, have you observed this? 2 things parallelly executing now, 16 and 17. Yes or no?
Yes.
Earlier,
Yes,
if one was executing, the other was not executing. The other was in a waiting state. But now 2 jobs parallelly executing. But why the third one is not executing, we'll discuss later. But for now, have you understood parallel execution is possible, right? So now, if you want to execute parallelly, right? If you want to execute, if there are build triggers, if the build triggers happened parallel immediately, now if you don't want to execute the second build when the first one is running, then you don't select this. I want to allow jobs parallel execution. If a job is running, it is trying to take the code from Git, run, Maven, deploy. At the same time, if someone clicks on build now, I want to execute second time as well. If you want to execute parallel, if you want to allow parallel builds, then build execution, then you can select this. Understood, guys? Parallel. But why the third one was not executing? When these 2 are executing, why the third one is not executing? You keep this question in mind. I'll explain that later. But now, have you understood why parallel execution? This, right? By default, parallel build, parallelly builds will not get executed. If you want to execute them parallelly, then you can select this option. Next, to build your project, which version of Java we have to use? Yesterday only I explained this option, right? In global tool configurations, you can select multiple, you can add multiple Java versions there. And this job, my Jenkins job, has to build my project with Java 8 version. You select this. If you want to build with 9 version, you can build with this. Okay, yesterday we have discussed this. Next, second settings, source code management. Source code management. Which type of, so I don't want to use, Jenkins is not only for taking the code from Git, run, Maven, and deploy into Tomcat. You can use it in any ways, however you want. It has a lot of features. I don't want to use GitHub itself. I don't want to use GitHub. I want to use just to something, just to copy some files. So I don't use this. So I use Polyscium, right? I not even use Polyscium. Okay, I'll use like this. I don't want any GitHub. I don't want any Java as well. So my job is just to take a backup, just to take some backups, right? So when someone clicks on something, I just want to build Maven, or else even if you don't want to do this also, you can ignore it. I just want to execute some action, something like this. I want to execute some shell scripting. I want to just execute some shell script. Okay, you don't use GitHub. My job is like whenever I click on build now, I want to execute this shell script. You use this, right? Jenkins is not only for getting the code, run Maven, deploy it. It has a lot of options. Whatever you want, you can use it. Okay. Next, let me go back. I don't want to save the changes. Then come back. Now, so if you don't want to use any source code management for your requirement, the job, whatever you are creating, it doesn't need any source code management. You can select none. I want to use my source code management, but that is a Git, you can use it. My source code management is SVN, but there is no SVN option here. What should I do now? I have to add SVN related plugin. Okay, Jenkins works based on plugins, so you have to add that Jenkins related plugin there. Okay, next, this I want to use GitHub, you can use this. In this GitHub, you can specify this. I explained in last class itself, right? This GitHub repository URL. If it is a private repository URL, it needs credentials to connect. You can add the credentials from here. Once you add the credentials from here, we can select from here. So using these credentials, whatever you select, using this credential, how Jenkins try to connect to this GitHub. Next, which branch I want to pull the code from this branch.
So here can we give SSH URL?
Where?
Repository
Yes,
URL.
Of course, if you give SSH URL, and you know, right? If you use SSH URL, what will happen?
Public key should be uploaded.
Then you have to use this instead of username and private key. You have to use that instead of username and password, username with private key. Like that, you have to use different options. Okay. Okay. Next branch, which branch you want to pull the changes from that repository? Like that, right? Next, this is important. Before going to this option, first let me explain one more thing before I forget. This is the famous interview question asked, right? For sure you will face this. At least in 2 interviews you will get this one question. If they are asking 5 questions in each interview about Jenkins, this question will be there. What is that is? Okay, yesterday I thought to explain you this, but again I forgot. So before I forget, I want to explain. Okay, we'll continue with this, but first let me explain this. I have one Linux server, second Linux server. I have Jenkins installed here. Here I created few users, few settings, few jobs I created, lot of changes. I added few plugins, everything. Now, this is my A server, A Linux machine. All right, I have B Linux machine. Now here also I want to install Jenkins. But it should be a copy of this Jenkins. Whatever is there on this Jenkins, the same thing should come here. What should I do? I have 10 jobs here. I want the same jobs with the same settings, same names, everything as it is here. How to get that?
We have the copy option in Jenkins.
Copy. What you will copy?
Secondary, primary and secondary.
Not that primary, secondary. Wrong.
Deploy to container job can we use option.
See, if you say something wrong, it's okay, but irrelevant. Deploy to container plugin is if you want to deploy into Tomcat, you will use. That is one of the plugin in Jenkins. Now I'm saying the same Jenkins itself I want to use. How can you say deploy to container? That is what you learn. I'm feeling bad on myself. This is what I taught to my students like that. Tell me, I want to get this. This Jenkins has 10 jobs. This one more Linux machine. Here I installed a fresh Jenkins. I want 10 jobs. The same 10 jobs here. What should I do? Shall I open this in one browser, and copy paste everything? Create one job like that. Yes or no?
We have to start Jenkins in B mission.
Okay. Okay.
Means in Git we can fetch, otherwise in.
Why you are going for Git and all? I'm not getting. You go to.
It's just like we gave repository URL from Git, just like.
Sir, listen question properly.
I
have
heard
Jenkins here. In this Jenkins, I created 10 jobs. Now here also I install one Jenkins. I want all the 10 jobs here, not one job. Jobs. Okay, this
Okay,
job,
okay.
whatever you here, for example, think you are going in a wrong way. I have 3 jobs here, right? I'll install, see these 3 jobs are in this Jenkins. Now, similar like this, I'll create one more Linux server, right? There, I'll install Jenkins, but that Jenkins needs the same jobs, whatever present here, the same jobs want to present here. One is recreating everything. So connect to that Jenkins, create new job, each name, and open this, see the settings, the same settings you write there also. That is one way, but I don't want that. Not only jobs, all the information I want to get it here. Now tell me, when I install Jenkins, what is the Jenkins home directory?
Varlibs.
/lib/Jenkins.
Jenkins.
So what will be present inside this Jenkins? /lib/Jenkins. What will be present inside that?
All jobs will be present in this.
All the Jenkins information, like how many
Jenkins.
jobs are there, those job details, what are
Passwords,
configurations,
secrets.
password secret, everything is there, right? Now, when I install new Jenkins here, this also will be containing the Jenkins, right? Jenkins /lib/Jenkins. Here also I'll have on this Linux machine also, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, can I take this Jenkins folder and replace this with this? Can I replace here? So now, after replacing here, if I restart my Jenkins, will the same changes, whatever present inside this, will come here in this Jenkins? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Okay, that is the answer for that question, right? That is what. So you, whatever you have here, copy it to here. How you copy? How you copy from here to here? What is the command to copy? CP.
Normal command is CP, but from one server to another server.
I didn't say this in Linux. Guys, it's time waste. Lot of time.
SCP command.
SCP, secure copy. Okay. I think if we go like this, we will extend one more month to complete our DevOps and AWS. Okay. So SCP is the command we'll use to copy from one server to other server. Okay. So like this, if we copy, this is an interview question. How you will get all the details is, right? You install this Jenkins, you'll get a Jenkins folder. After installation, you take this, you don't need to install Jenkins also, you can take this and, okay, first you have to install, that is for sure. After installation, you just replace the Jenkins /lib Jenkins folder with this Jenkins, so it will take it here. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Now let me go back to my job. Okay. So this third job. Okay, the meeting is going to end in a minute. You can explain. Sorry, you rejoin back. Okay. Next, this option we'll discuss later, and this is related to the snapshot dependency. So build triggers. What does mean build triggers? I want to build my job, means I want to execute my job automatically. I don't want to come and click on that build now option manually, right? So build triggers. I want to trigger my job automatically with some condition. Yesterday I explained about PoleSM. If you give some schedule here, if you give some schedule like cron job expression, so as per this schedule, your Jenkins will check with your GitHub branch. In this GitHub repository branch,